Hello and welcome to ICG Podcast episode 46. I am Abdul and with me is Yesvanth.
Hey all, how's it going? Thank you for joining. Let's get into it.
Yes, let's get into it. It's been a quite a crazy week for those of us who have been following everything in the news. I'm
Yeah,
sure pretty much lots of people on the server have been following it as well. But yeah, anyways, the early access for Hades 2 is out available now on Steam. So yeah, if you're a fan of Hades 1, then go ahead and check it out. In fact, it was so anticipated and very popular because it reached over 103,000 concurrent players on Steam within its first 24-hour launch. And that's
yeah,
double what Hades had at all time 4 years ago. So, yeah. So when the studios was asked about the full release, they say, and I quote, "We do not have a release date set for the completed Hades 2 version 1.0 and expect to be in early access at least through the end of 2024. We expect for Hades 2 to eventually be available for PC, Mac, and console platforms." So yeah, it'll initially be for PC and Mac, and then slowly consoles will roll out. Probably by 2025, I'm guessing. But yeah, that is.
yeah.
There is another game that people have been on the lookout for. It's called The Rogue Prince of Persia, and apparently they were planning on releasing it this month, but it'll be
Hmm.
delayed a bit later of this month because of the launch of Hades 2. And
What do you mean? Be delayed because of Hades 2? You mean because of the early,
early
what is
access,
this?
yeah, early
Early
access
access. Because of
because
early access, they pushed the Rogue Prince of Persia.
yeah, because more people will be crazily interested in playing
So the
this.
Rogue Prince of Persia is also early access or it's release?
I think it's a release,
Okay, got it.
but I don't know why. But
Hmm.
of course they're afraid of Hades too, so it goes to show
Hades, yeah, Hades is a great game. Yeah, who can blame them?
how great it is.
Yeah.
A friend of mine has the game on three platforms.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he knows that much. I have yet to play it, but I will sometime. Anyways, the highly well received game Animal Well is getting a physical release for PlayStation 5 and Nintendo Switch via limited run games. Pre order will be available through May 24th to June 23rd. If you want to check out the game, it's currently available on the PlayStation Games catalog. So if you're subscribed to Extra, go check it out. And we
Yeah,
have a
add it to your catalog. Sorry, go
yeah,
ahead, go ahead.
yeah, we have a first comment for night from Hungry Wolf as usual. Hey man, how are you doing?
Hey, Hungry Wolf. Thank you for joining, man.
He's played Animal Well. He's enjoying it. He is still playing it though.
Mm. I'll say this. I have downloaded Animal Well. I've played it for 30 minutes and I'm really loving it. I don't know. All of a sudden, I was like, okay, I know Video Game Donkey, and Video Game Donkey, he's a YouTuber and he is the one who is publishing this from his studio. I think it's Big Mode uh, something. Yeah, they are publishing this game. And yeah, it received very good reviews and it looks so anything related to the side scrolling or anything, I think it piques my interest because my early gaming experience were part of this Nokia mobile where Indiana Jones, Prince of Persia. So they were just side scrollers, right? So
Uh,
that brings me kind of joy, the nostalgia, and it's really good. The scenic, the music, the haptics. I think yeah, it feels really good. So I played it for like 30, 40 minutes today, and I have to say, it's really good as of
right.
now.
Hungry Wolf is like, so video game donkey is greater than SRK donkey. What is SRK donkey? I don't know.
The Donkey movie, Shah Rukh Khan's Donkey movie.
I have not. I haven't even heard of
Nobody
it.
has seen that.
I
Nobody
have,
has seen
I haven't even heard of it.
that.
So yeah, goes to show.
Yeah, it was very bad. Yeah.
Well, anyways, the Sonic Rumble official website is live. The game will be launching this winter. For those of you who don't know what is Sonic Rumble, it's basically a 32-player Fall Guys clone, but with Sonic characters.
Is it free to play or is it you have to buy it?
I have no idea about that at the moment. We'll probably know later. This
I
winter.
think the launches this winter. I don't know, man. Sega. What are free Sega games?
Free Sega games, the ones at the
I can't
arcade,
think.
ones that are available at the arcade, I guess.
Um, but yeah, I don't know. So basically, this might not be a free game. Who knows? Yeah.
We'll see. Anyways, just come is here to tell me to play GTA. Wow, thank you.
Hey, just come ETM. Thank you for joining, man.
It's not time for GTA. I called people yesterday, no one arrived, so I don't care. I'm not joining today. Yeah, anyways. And we have a new viewer today. Hello and welcome, OTABD. OTABD. OTAPD.
OTAPD. What tapped? I don't know.
OTAP.
Hey, thank you for joining, man. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, how are you doing? Good to have you here with us.
Yeah.
And hello, guys. How are you doing? We're doing good. Just come here. How are you doing?
Hey, doing good, man. Thank you. Thank you for asking.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on. Another highly anticipated game on Xbox. Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 is going to
Yeah.
be launching in less than 2 weeks with barely no marketing and no physical version. The
Yeah.
only marketing I've seen so far, can't call it marketing necessarily, but uh, the dynamic background for the game is available for your Series X and S. That's about it. No other
Yeah.
marketing. But other than that, Frontier Developments has announced that Jurassic World Evolution 3 is in development and is scheduled for fiscal year 2026. Not something that I'm very excited about, considering that I couldn't get very far in Jurassic World 2 and OTAPD has a question. What is your name? My name is Abdul and this is Yesvanth.
Yeah, this is Yesvanth.
Yeah. Hello Sanjay, welcome to the podcast. Yes, it's clean shirts. Yeah,
Hey, Sanjay. Thank you for joining.
people at my house are not really thrilled with how much my beard was growing, so yeah, I had to shave it off. It'll grow back soon, no issues.
It's
Unlike my
grooming
hair.
time.
Unlike my hair, I'm already getting a receding hairline. It's part and parcel of being close to 30. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, according to D Labs, the rumor is that God of War Ragnarok is going to be the next Sony game which is coming to PC. When it'll arrive, no one knows. But yeah, it's going to be the next targeted game that they're going to do.
I think the Nixus or what is that? PlayStation acquired this porting company, right? I think they were pretty serious with that. Their intention was pretty clear that yes, every exclusive game, our intention is to bring it to PC, and they just want to hurt Windows as much as possible. And they are like, yeah, we are not going to do the Xbox, we are just going to do the PC. So, and they are very, very intent about that. So I think, yeah, it's the God of War Ragnarok was available for PC. It's no brainer that the Ragnarok will also be coming. And I think the Horizon Zero Dawn, right? So the Horizon Forbidden West should also be coming.
It is
In
already
all
available.
the
It's already available. It came out in March.
Forbidden West PC.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm so out of loop.
Yes, yes.
Sorry for that.
Yeah.
But so this just shows that yes, all the exclusives will definitely be on PC. Yeah, I'm not a PC gamer, so I didn't bother about that, I suppose.
Yeah.
All right,
Uh,
I even tweeted about the PC requirements. Man, now I'm remembering. Yes, yes.
yes. Anyways, OTAPD has a question. You are AJ in the server? Yes, yes, I am. I am AJ in the server.
He is
Uh,
the OPAJ, the OG
yeah, yes, indeed. And Aishwarya is here. Hey, man, how are you doing? Thanks for joining the podcast. And AJ ready
Hey,
up
Aishwarya,
to
thanks for joining.
woo the babe. She doesn't even look at me when I'm playing, man. So yeah, it's not working. Anyways,
Okay.
moving on. Coming Monday, well, actually, Bethesda tweeted this. They said that
Mm.
coming Monday they'll be updating Fallout 4 on all the platforms. This update will include new options for graphics and performance settings, as well as further fixes and improvements. They say thank you for your continued feedback and support. And Aishwarya says no OG AJ, only DJ AJ. Yeah,
DJ AJ. Yes. No OG AJ, DJ AJ. Absolutely.
I don't know how to make music or play any tracks, but okay, whatever. Anyways, last podcast I said that there is a rumor going around that Lords of the Fallen might come to Game Pass.
Mm.
Well, it's apparently been confirmed. CI Games, the developers of Lord of Fallen, have confirmed that they signed a Game Pass deal for Lords of Fallen and Sniper Ghost Warrior contracts too. So yeah, I expect it to be coming by the end of this month or maybe later. Anyways, OTAPD has left a comment. I have no console slash PC or laptop, but still join the server a couple of my uncles. So, well, thank you for joining. At least you'll have fun
Hey,
with the
thank you
people
for
around.
joining, man. Yeah.
The community is fun. I hope you have fun staying
Yeah.
here.
Yes.
Because believe it or not, lots of the time people in random chat don't even talk about games. They're just fooling around. Yeah,
Yeah. Everything. What do you say? Current situations where we are, what's happening in and around our world. Yeah,
yeah,
it's fun to hang out.
yep. Yeah, get trolled, get roasted. Apps troll or roast the mods. It's not going to do any big difference. You are broke, so are we all. We're all broke in one way or the other.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully in time you will get something to play, man. Hopefully. And Aishwarya says, no worries. I also finished God of War 1 and 2 on YouTube a few years ago. Great for you, man. So, so you were able to experience the game at 1080p 60 without any frame drops.
Frame drops. Yeah,
And he says, when you get to play it for real, it's another fun experience. Of course, playing it for real is the experience, the definitive
definitely.
experience. Anyways, no one asked for this, but I added it anyways. Capcom has
Hmm.
mentioned their financial results. Street Fighter 6 has sold 3.3 million copies. Dragon's Dogma 2 has sold 2.62 million copies. Monster Hunter World has sold 25.32 million copies. Resident Evil 4 Remake has sold 7.02 million copies. And Monster Hunter now has 10 million downloads. Wow.
Mm.
Looks like
Wow,
Pokemon Go.
I'm surprised I'm not seeing Resident Evil Village.
I mean,
Lady
Dem-
Demetrius.
Dimitrescu. Yes.
Yeah, Demetrius.
Well, it's because it's not a remake or anything. It was kind of old at this point, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, hello, Sinsiper. Thanks for joining the podcast. How are you?
Hey, Sinsipar, thank you for joining, man. Yeah.
And OTAPD says people in the server talk about games and it all goes over my head. Well, then feel free to just ask them about it. They're more than free or jobless or happy to talk about it.
Any
So,
topic, yeah.
yeah, just ask them about it. They can tell you about the game, offer you a few recommendations, and that's that. And Aishwarya says, oh my lord, Fred enemy Sinsiper is here. Okay, great. Fred as an enemy, I'm not surprised. And anyways, Hungry Wolf says Monster Hunter World sold extra because of Aaron. Probably only on a server. And I only know of one fellow who actually bought it because of Aaron. And yeah,
Nice. He's doing the marketing for Capcom.
well, mostly Monster Hunter World, but he's only convinced one person to buy it and play it. So he's doing
That's still a win. Yeah.
a fantastic job. On a server of 7,000 people, he made one person buy it.
That's it. Yep.
And the thing is, that guy completed the game and got a platinum
Mm.
with over, I think, around 800 hours in the game. And this guy still,
Wow.
and this guy has been playing it for years with still no end game in sight, I guess. So yeah,
That's great numbers. 800 hours plus is insane numbers.
indeed it is. And OTAPD says, Ashmat, I also watch gameplay walkthroughs on YouTube even nowadays. Even those of us who have consoles watch
Yeah.
gameplay walkthroughs.
Yes. Yes.
It's just part of a time pass thing, just watch it. It's just fun. You're not
Yeah.
playing,
Yeah.
you watch video games. That's part of being a gamer. And since he says, Ashmat, did you also get the game by any chance? Since he says, life is playing with me right now, can't play anything else.
Yep.
Angry Wolf says, one person and their sibling. Whose sibling bought the game? They were, really? I'm surprised. Not even a
Right. Right. I
possible.
think the same person who bought that person's sibling also bought it. So yeah, that's what I think he's hoping for, the chain reaction.
I mean, how many siblings can you have? You had one sibling, it's not
No,
going to
that sibling can recommend it to their friends, and then the chain happens. So that's what I think.
if the friends have a PS4 or PS5, that's a requirement.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Aaron and brother, Aaron. Oh my god. It's the same person, man. Okay. But yeah, it's a joke, I understand. I appreciate jokes. No matter how horrible they are, because I'm horrible at making jokes myself. But yeah. Anyways, for a
All right.
change,
Yeah.
Yashwant, why don't you read the next topic?
Sure. Story Kitchen and DreamWorks Animation form strategic partnership. Okay, what is that? So it's basically Story Kitchen's focus will be in securing exciting, iconic video game IP for DWA to adapt for global animated audience. What is DWA? DreamWorks Animation, right? Story Kitchen is currently working on an It Takes Two adaptation. DreamWorks, they're pretty good. And then It
Nice.
Takes Two was an amazing game. It won Game of the Year award as well. And yeah, the emotions, the fun, everything. I think it makes sense. I think It Takes Two as an animated movie is absolutely amazing. And I think they have all the imagination they have to do it. It's already a game. So basically, it would not take much time for them to put it into a new movie. But still, yes, they have to do everything from scratch, I suppose. But basically, the concept, the idea, the choreography, or everything, I think it's all set up, right? So I I think it's a success. I think they really have a good adaptation here.
Yep. I hope so. Anyways, Hungry Wolf is like Yashwant is correct. It is how a chain reaction starts from a single
From
node.
a single node.
Yes, but in this case, that chain reaction will stop when it reaches someone who is poor or broke.
Or no console or anything.
Exactly. And Aishwarya is like, I wait for my Hakuna Matata. Well, for that, I think you have to run away far away into some random desert and become friends with a warthog and a meerkat. So,
Yeah, and
yes.
have an uncle with a scar on his eye.
Yeah, we don't want to go that far into family issues. We'll stay out of the family.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and then grow up on a diet of insects. Ew. But okay, never mind. Since he says Hakuna Matata for the rest of your days. Okay, please don't start singing
Mm.
in the comments. The song is very catchy. It sticks in our head.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on. I haven't heard of this studio before, but the German studio Chipsoft, the makers of a game called Tibia, never heard of it. They had a pretty good year in 2023. They made some record
Mm.
profits, and the 100 employees get 10 months worth of bonus salary on top of their standard wages. Wow.
Oh man, that's almost an year salary as a bonus.
Yeah, I
Wow.
mean, in a time where companies are being shut down and it
Are
doesn't,
laying off and shutting down. Oh my
this is
God.
good news.
Really
Like,
good news. GG for the German studio, Tipsoft. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, if they had such a good year and record profits and stuff, how come we've never heard of them or even the game?
Tibia. Maybe let's see. You
Uh,
continue. I'll take a look at
yeah,
it.
and OTAPD is like there's a packet of 100 masks behind you and probably 1,000 Happy Meals in your cupboard. It's cupboard. No, I do not like Happy Meals. I hate the McDonald's here. I'd rather prefer McDonald's Saudi, McDonald's Arabia actually. Yeah, and
So
That
it's a
is,
top-down game. Tibia is a top-down game.
uh,
Looks like what a role-playing game. Yeah, MMORPG.
wow, interesting. And
Wait, am I looking at the right Tibia? There might be more
it
than
is
one
it
Tibia.
is the right one apparently, I guess.
Okay.
Uh, the
Wait,
ma-
that's a very old game, man. 1997.
Really? Wow,
Yeah, I'm just.
that game was just 2 years younger than me. Wow. But anyways, yeah,
Oh, initial release date is 7th January 1997. Ah, okay.
yeah.
That's good to know.
Anyways, the master.
Maybe that's the reason. That's why we didn't know.
Yeah, maybe we were too young at that time and now too old for it. Perhaps, who knows? But anyways, having plenty of masks is a good safety feature, so I have them. And I think Aishwarya is talking about Yashwant in this. He got Jeff versus Elon boxing fight in there.
Yeah, no, not Jeff, man. Elon versus Zuckerberg.
Yes,
Yeah, that's happening. This is the alternate universe where Elon and Zuck actually had it out, the
yes,
taekwondo and everything. And I guess Zuck is a very professional taekwondo player, and I think he won some awards as well. So I think, yeah, he would have knocked Elon's uh, cute back. I don't know what to say. His back off the ground. He would have laid him on the ground easily.
interesting.
Yeah.
Anyways, Hungry Wolf says that there is a reason you haven't heard of Tibia. It is a toxic MMORPG.
More
Right.
pitchy. Okay.
Nice. And OTAPD says, do you like adult Happy Meal? I don't like any Happy Meal, man. I prefer Grand Chicken Classic with an apple pie and perhaps a spicy chicken. Yeah, that's what I usually eat in McDonald's back when I was in Dubai. I hate the McDonald's here. They don't taste as good.
Angry Wolves is saying cute bag made it so much worse. I don't know, man. I just wanted to be. I don't want to be so bad, and I was like cute something, and then a bag came up, so I was like, oh, that came out so bad.
Elon Musk has a cute back. Yashan 2024.
Oh my God. All right,
Uh,
I think I'll go 1 point. You can go 1 point. Let's see how it goes. I'll read this next one, and then yeah.
before
ESEO says, go ahead.
Bilal is here. Hello, Bilal.
Hey man, long time. Hey Bilal, how's it going?
AJ likes
Billu Don
sombre
is here.
meals. Sombre, yes. You should taste it, man. This is very nice. Don't mix chicken with fruits. Well, you see, the apple pie is very delicious. It's a dessert. You don't eat it together. You eat it after you are done with your meal.
After. Ah, okay, okay, okay.
Yes. Anyways, Yashant, you can continue now.
Right. Okay. ESEO says the next battlefield is going to be another tremendous live service. Of course, I've just spent a whole bunch of time with the collective battlefield team playing what they are willing, and it is going to be another tremendous live service. So, of course, I think that's what his a CEO of a gaming company is supposed to say. Even the game is Battlefield 25. What was the previous game? Battlefield
Fate
2049?
2042. 2042.
2042. I don't even remember the name. It received such a bad reviews, and it was so buggy. I think, yeah, EA, all EA live service games are one side, and then single player games are one side. They
Yeah.
make these Star Wars. I think that's the good games, and then you see the live service games such as the Battlefield and what else, man? I don't even remember what their other live service games. It
Anthem.
just
Cough,
shows
cough. Rest in peace, Anthem. Cough.
Anthem. Yes, yes, yes. So yeah, I think they need to learn their lesson. They need to focus. They need to bring more talent from the single player stories. They have that. We know they have sometimes. It goes pretty good. So who knows? But another tremendous live service. It could also be another tremendous flop.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yes, OTAPD asked, why is this guy blue? That's because he's a moderator. And also
Yes.
because. And Aishwarya says, I heard chicken with pineapple grill is tasty. Maybe so. And Bilal says all good, Yashwant.
Yes, 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 man. All good. I'm good. I think I asked, how are you doing? And then he says, all good, Yashwant.
Yes,
Yes.
right then.
Awesome.
Remedy and Tencent has cancelled the co-op multiplayer game codenamed Kestrel. This allows Remedy to focus more on other games. If you guys remembered in the previous podcast, I listed out all of the projects that Remedy was working on.
Yeah, yeah.
So they are cancelling this co-op multiplayer game.
In
To
a week, it
yeah,
was leaked and then it was cancelled.
yeah. So now they're gonna probably focus on Control 2 and maybe the Max Payne remakes.
Max Payne Remake 1 and 2. Yes, yes.
Yes.
I think
Then
codename Kestrel, when I heard about it, I remembered first time Kestrels from
ah,
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. Exactly.
Yeah,
That's what I thought as well.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah. Suicide Squad killed the Justice League flopped. No surprise.
no surprise.
And it led to a $200 million impairment charge at Warner Brothers. After Hogwarts Legacy returned to Castle Turfenstein was a success last fiscal year. Was that a DLC or something to Hogwarts Legacy? I've never heard of it.
I've never heard of it. Return to Castle could be. I think Hungry Wolf will know, but I think so. It could be a DLC. Wait, the game released and then they released DLC that fast?
No, I don't think there was ever a DLC release for Hogwarts Legacy. If we would have known by now. I don't know what game this is. You can always Google it. Meanwhile, I'll move on to the next one. So yeah, this week has been very quite a bit of a roller coaster. It was up. It was high at one point, became very low, then went up again, and it just took a nosedive. So yeah, first it was Sony's turn to ruin the week. They came out and said Helldivers 2. Those who are playing on PC will have to link their PlayStation Network account in order for it to work. And as soon as I said
Mm.
that, people are like, "Why?" And then all of a sudden, they delisted it on Steam on all the regions that PSN is not supported, which is around 90 plus countries.
Yeah,
Not a good move. Finally, I went through the list of all the countries which is not available, and I saw Antarctica listed in it.
Antarctica. Right.
Still,
You had so much time, I suppose, to go through all the list.
I mean, it's small. I was just scrolling, and it is alphabetical order. The
Alphabetical order,
fifth
right,
or
right.
sixth thing, and immediately I'm like, Antarctica.
Antarctica.
Who the hell lives there?
How many? 100 people? 50 people?
I don't even know if there are 10 people there at this point. But
Right, yeah.
Antarctica, seriously. And as Hungry Wolf says, no Hogwarts DLC till now. Billuda is waiting eagerly for it. Billuda says Hogwarts Legacy dev said something about summer update, but name and details not confirmed. Okay, fair enough.
Mm.
Anyways, so there's quite a lot of backlash, many negative reviews
Yeah.
on Steam. People kept bashing it. In fact, it was so bad that basically I think this was a Sony decision and not the decision by the developers
Yeah.
themselves. In fact, the developers themselves came and tweeted and said to the players, post negative reviews so that Sony changes their minds.
And I think the CEO or the game director also came out and tweeted that it's not in my hands or it's not our hands or we don't know what to do. I think it
Yeah,
was quite vocal. Everybody was quite vocal. They were coming out and they were like, no, this is pretty bad. And yeah, I think first time Sony listening to the PC community. I think when PC community is pretty strong, man. It's not. It's like they have so much freedom that they are not logged into a platform kind of thing. They are not like a Sony, a PlayStation, or an Xbox. So it's like whatever you do, man. If you want, we'll just pirate it or something. And then they were like, there's pretty so much freedom from PC. So if PC community wants something bad, they'll. I think that's what they do. They give negative feedback, negative reviews, and Sony came back. I suppose, right?
yeah. Hagirul says there are so many research stations in Antarctica. Most large countries have one. My dream job location. So basically,
Ah,
you want to be isolated in negative temperature at the bottom of the world. So
rather than be part of a big city.
I think he's had enough of people at this point. So yeah,
Yeah. That bliss moment he wants.
But anyways, the it was not a minority that was being vocal, but a
Yes.
vast majority, and apparently it reached all the way to Sony. So they tweeted out saying, "Helldivers fans, we've heard your feedback on the Helldivers 2 account linking update. The May 6 update, which would have required Steam and PlayStation Network linking for new players and for current players beginning May 30th, will not be moving forward. We are still learning what is best for PC players, and your feedback has been invaluable. Thanks again for your continued support of Helldivers 2, and we'll keep you updated on the future plans." Yes, yes, which means they're indirectly saying curses. Now we'll have to find a new way to get these guys to get it under our control. So, yeah.
Yeah.
As after that happened, everything went back to normal, and people are like, okay, great, they went back, the gamers won. Victory to the gamers, victory to the people, consumers, yada yada yada. Sony finally listened. But for me, it just felt like the entire Horizon Forbidden West debacle all over again. Because at first they were like, it'll be a free upgrade, and suddenly they
Yeah.
came and said $10. People put a lot of backlash, and they're like, okay, chill, it's going to be a free upgrade. But every game forward will be a $10 upgrade, and they've stuck to it. So I don't know what they're planning for this. I hope it's not too severe.
Yeah.
And Hungry Rule says Helldivers may not require PSN login, but the game is still delisted on Steam for countries without PSN. Well, damn.
Yeah, I think it's the same with Ghost of Tsushima, right? I think that's our next point.
Yep,
So
yep.
I think it's basically Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut has now the same purchase restrictions as Helldivers 2 on Steam.
Hmm.
Uh, I think wherever, I think what is this? Ashmat also says that Ghost of Tsushima getting refunded in non-PSN regions.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a very bad move. I think Ghost of Tsushima is such a beautiful game, and restricting it to regions where there is only PSN is such a bad move from Sony. I think I don't know what's the reason behind this. Maybe it's the data center supporting, it's the infrastructure not available, or is this just a business decision rather than technical or something? I don't know. I would like to know, but it doesn't make sense. Whatever it is, it doesn't have to restrict you. You don't want to restrict gamers just based on um, the region if you're not supporting. If they purchased a disc version, what's with them?
You
Is it
can't.
still going
That's
to work?
you can't because obviously Steam is digital only. So
No, I mean Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut on PlayStation. If PSN is not available in that country, how does it work for them?
that's not an issue for PlayStation players, man. For PC, it is.
Right, right.
Yeah, but
But still,
I mean, I get where you're coming from. But
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and he says, I mean, the current players can play the game, but new players cannot purchase it. Fair enough.
Okay, that's at least good. Yeah, that's good.
Anyway, so after that debacle, I think a day or two after that, it got 100,000 positive reviews, and then later people just kept giving positive feedback, and so it got around 350,000 negative reviews when Sony announced the requirement. But after they stepped back, 250,000 people already started giving positive reviews again. So GG.
Yeah.
But like Ashmath pointed out, Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut has now the same purchase restrictions as Helldivers 2 on Steam. I don't know why that rest of the message is missing, but okay, maybe my fault. But yeah, same thing. It's not available in Antarctica, and the poor researchers who are bored decided to order the game on Steam, got refunded in Antarctica. But yeah, it's good. Anyways, if we thought that that was the biggest issue, people thought that that was barely. They thought that was the calm before the storm when this thing happened, and that was
The
Xbox.
biggest news in this week. Yeah.
Exactly, Xbox. Xbox has shut down Tango Gameworks, Arkane Austin, Alpha Dog, and Roundhouse Studios. And people are like, what? And
Yeah, it was. I think we'll just cover and then we'll come back to our impressions, what we felt, what's happening right now. We'll cover what we have first.
Okay, sure. Hello, Parth. How are you? Thanks for joining the podcast.
Hey, hey, Parth. Thank you for joining, man.
Late to the party, but at least you're still part of the party. So, yeah, that's good.
Yes. Good to have you.
Yes. Anyways, moving on. Mighty Doom will end service on August 7th. Roundhouse Game is joining ZeniMax Online. And apparently, Redfall's previous update was the last one since the studio is shutting down.
Hmm.
And yeah, so apparently, before shutting down, Arkane Austin was working on a big Redfall update before it was killed by Xbox. The Hero Pass content was scheduled for release this Halloween. I think
There
that
won't be any team to do that schedule release.
yes, exactly, and I think
This is so
the
bad.
also the people who bought the premium edition or collector's edition or whatever, bite back edition or whatever it was called, they all got refunded. Yeah,
Hmm.
and of course, hello Ali Aximus, thanks for joining the podcast.
Hey, hey, Ali Aximas. Thank you for joining, man.
And yes, yeah, party must be fun at parties. I love that pun. And that Indian gamer, thank you for joining the podcast. Give me Dark Souls 1 to 3 disc, man. Pay me
Hey,
3,000.
hey, that Indian gamer. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, yeah, pay me 3,000 rupees and it's all yours, man. No issues. And Path is like AJ looking different today. Is it just me or something has changed? I'll let you guess.
Yes.
Take a wild guess.
Uh, I'll just tell him. Yeah, he just had a clean shave.
Why did you have to do it, man? It could have been a game. Like I wanted to see how long it would take for him to guess it. Uh, that wasn't the fun. But anyways,
I just wanted to be there.
nice.
It changed. Hmm.
Anyways, Angry fans of Parth are called Parthis.
Parties. Ah, nice. That's a good one. Yeah.
And Alex was date changed. What date changed? Date changed for what?
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh my god. I said it's like AJ fans are AJ Nabis. Ajnabis, I guess.
Ajnabis. Ah, nice. That's a good one. Yeah. Oh my God. Our members are really good with words and how to make them rhyme. And
Yeah,
yeah. And then Parth is like, oh, yes, yes. I think he noticed your clean shave.
that's because you told him.
There are more parties than Swifties. Oh my God. Hey, jobbers.
AJ was.
All right,
So,
let's keep going. Oh God, the
yeah,
word play is really good. Yes.
yes. I feel proud that everyone is taking after me on the server.
Yeah.
I
You
let
you
the.
rubbed off. You rubbed off pretty big.
I'm maybe not rubbed off. I just think I created the environment for people to become members.
Environment. Yeah, to play with words. Yeah.
Play with words and to just be trolling around, fooling around, whatever.
Yes.
But yeah, anyways, according to Bloomberg, before the studio closure, Tango was in the process of pitching a sequel to Hi-Fi Rush. And
Hmm.
Arkane Austin pitched a new single-player immersive sim, such as a new Dishonored game. And unfortunately, it was closed.
Yeah.
And this was a tweet posted by Matt Booty, Matt Booty, head of the Xbox Game Studios. This was when Hi-Fi Rush launched. It was quite successful. Even I forgot the name of the developer. Was it Greenberg or something? I don't know. But he tweeted like the numbers meet all the expectations that we are looking for. It's very successful
Yes.
and all that. So Matt Booty tweeted, and I quote, "We need smaller games that give us prestige and awards." And he said that in a Microsoft town hall
Hmm.
meeting. And just like he said, I think it got nominated for GOTYs. It got an award, I guess, for music, best music.
Hey, it has so many awards. It has Game of the Year award as well. It has BAFTA award. It has many other awards. Yeah, I was really shocked when I heard, okay, the studio behind Hi-Fi Rush. That Hi-Fi Rush was the only game I think in 2023 that Xbox exclusive, the Xbox fans were so proud of. that yes, this
And it
is
was
something
sharded
we are
up.
very proud.
It was
Yeah,
sharded
everybody
off.
was. It was not just shadowed up, man. It was so good as well. They were really proud of it. Even the Starfield was not such big um, word of mouth or success or whatever you want to call it, meet every standard. Hi-Fi Rush made them and destroyed them. And still to see, yeah, the studio behind Hi-Fi Rush getting sacked, it's such um, I don't know what's with the Xbox management. Whose decision is this? Is this really Phil Spencer's or I think there's tweets going on around that it's not. It's the Xbox president. It's the um, Satya Nadella. These guys are make calling the shots. I don't know, but this is pretty bad. I how can you how can any other studio trust Xbox now? Such a good game. Hi-Fi Rush, the studio behind that, got laid off. I mean, shut down. How can any other studio trust with Xbox? And Xbox comes and says that, "Hey, I want to acquire you." They'll be like, "Never in my lifetime, or never. I will never even sell this for 100 times the price you are offering." I don't know about that, but it's nobody will have the trust anymore on Xbox.
Exactly. And perfect timing because that Indian gamer is saying, I'm in the middle of Hi-Fi Rush. Enjoy the game, man.
Mhm.
It's definitely worth it. And actually,
Yeah,
still like Swifties are coming for the Wolf Gangers. I guess those are fans of Hungry Wolf. Right now, we are
yeah.
mixing the Quackies and the Kaboomers. Kabutars and Quack Quacks fans, I guess. And Ali Aximus is like, when I make typos in my work emails, I remember AJ. Oh, thank you.
That's a good one, man.
See, I'm being
You
remembered by
have
people
that,
for.
yeah.
And actually,
Go
it says
ahead.
grammar might be renamed as age grammar, age grammar,
Yeah,
age,
drummer.
age grammar due to aging. I don't think that's happening. That is, yeah.
He's pushing grammar than any other English teacher.
Yeah, I mean, I have someone come up and tell me that, dude, even the English teacher in my school was not as strict as you. I mean, like, what strict? He didn't correct me every single time. Maybe he didn't know that much English. That's
He
his
didn't
problem.
know. He didn't know how to correct.
Must be
Yes,
his skill issue. Must be his skill issue. What
skill
else?
issue. Yeah,
Angry Will says they will sell. Most developers don't have a say in a company's decisions. I mean, yeah, that's true.
exactly. Yeah, yeah. And that's the unfortunate thing here. You give more money, and they were like, it's the safest option for them. They don't have to worry about their future. They don't have to worry about the safety of the studio in the future. At present, is the best thing that can happen to them if the price is right. And I think from that point of view, I don't blame them. But if you are not sure about your lineup, please be aware that Xbox gonna shut you down. So yeah.
Welcome to the podcast, Riddler.
Hey Riddler.
He says I agreed
Hello
with
then.
everything. I agreed with everything. That is one. That is one. Yeah, note that down. That's an important point. Agree with everything. That is one point in order to get a maiden. Note it down. Will require it.
Yeah.
His quest for a maiden still continues. So note down this point. Just agree with everything. Anyways, but yeah, this tweet has aged very badly. It's
Yeah.
like we need smaller games that give us prestige and awards. Shut down the studio that gave you the awards.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Unfortunate. As once again, Bloomberg has said that Microsoft isn't done with cost cutting. Apparently, ZeniMax staff got buyout offers. There are whispers amongst Xbox employees that core game studios are set for cutbacks next. Oh my god! And apparently, someone I forgot to note down his name, but he tweeted saying that the reason this sounds so absurd is because it's missing key context. What actually happened is that ZeniMax had to consolidate and choose to shut down studios that were pitching ideas rather than studios with active projects. I don't
Hmm.
care, man. Shutting down studios is still a bad thing.
Yes.
Who
Yes.
cares if they're still working on it or if they're thinking of new ideas to start it? If they're thinking of new ideas, you're going to get new games which people might be interested in playing. Might get you more
exactly.
awards in the future. Would be worth the time and effort. But they're like, no, we'll shut it down. Anyway, so The Verge said that Microsoft is internally debating if they should put Call of Duty on Game Pass or not. And a price increase for Game Pass was also considered. They
I
also
think
consider,
recently the president, Xbox president, came out and said that yes, Call of Duty will still be on Game Pass going forward. So I I think they don't have one line communication. I mean, a synchronized communication, or their marketing, their management, their PR, and everybody is completely disarrayed. One day you hear you hear these rumors that yes, they're considering to put COD on Game Pass or not, and then the other day you see that yes, yes, we'll have games on Game Pass. Doesn't matter what it is, and and that tweet was like yes, including COD or something. So yeah, it very bad position Xbox is in.
yep, and apparently they're also considering Hellblade 2 for PS5. So yeah, not,
Senua's Hellblade too. Wow, man, that's big. They want the money. From what I understand, they want money. That $69 billion didn't help any of such things. So they're
yeah,
like, what's the easiest way to get money? Bring the games to PlayStation.
maybe.
They
But
have
yeah,
way more consoles, and it's a successful IP. It's a successful game or something. So easiest way, port the game to PlayStation as well. Boom.
yep. Hungry Will says now we will never get Prey 2 or Evil Within 3. Yes, unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
Uh,
I really hear that many people are really sad that Prey was such a smashing hit.
Aaron,
Uh, oh my God, I don't know how much this game gets praised. I would love to play this. I
Aaron.
love to play all the games, but this is I don't know what to say. For a franchise, for it's something like a Netflix series. You see some series that are pretty good. They get season one or something. You invest time in that, and you watch that, and then you see an announcement that season is cancelled or it's not happening. Why did you even invest? It's like give us the full thing. Don't stop in the middle, kind of thing. So Prey 2 and Evil Within 3, that's pretty bad. Yeah.
Riddle says Phil should resign. Who are you to say that, huh? Get get a maiden first, then we can think about who should resign. And I should like
I
the only
think
games there
again,
were.
might not be his decision because of his decision to acquire Activision Blizzard King. So some things are not in his hands to control, I suppose. It will cover. I think there is a tweet that might say,
Hold on,
looks like,
I've got it all listed anyways.
okay. Let's
So
continue. Yeah,
yeah, so Bloomberg had an interview with Sarah Bond, the current head of Xbox. I guess she's one
yeah.
of the top three positions, anyways. So in that she said, industry is not growing, dev time and costs are rising. They need to bring in new players. New players, you just shut down your own studios. What's the point?
Yeah, yeah.
And when they were asked why they shut down the studios, she said that industry isn't growing. Business must be healthy and etc. 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 Same PR talk.
Hungry Wolf says, "How about Feel the Burn controller?" That
I will
was
get. I
pretty
will.
bad.
I.
All right.
That
We'll
is at the end. I was going to come to it, but man,
okay.
why do you have to ruin it, Hungry Wolf? I was having a good. I have it set up perfectly for it, but I'll get to it. Be patient.
Yes.
Anyways, Xbox will still be a place for games like Call of Duty and Pentiment. Okay, good. I
Mm.
guess. And
As of
then,
now.
yeah, as of now. And then when they asked why Tango got closed, even if Hi-Fi Rush was a success, she did not give a clear answer. That is quite obvious.
Yeah.
And apparently, a web mobile store is coming in July, coming with first-party games like Candy Crush, Minecraft, and it'll open up to other partners to release the games on it. So they're going putting their efforts into mobile with Candy Crush
Yeah.
and Minecraft. Oh my god! And this was what lots of people are talking about last time, but now it's coming. She's like they're planning on bringing games to other systems on a game by game basis. So
Yeah.
exclusives are obviously going to be thing of the past, I guess.
Yeah.
And she says the next hardware experience is for the core gamers and fans of the new hardware. How will they sell it if they don't have games? They're shooting down the
Yes.
studios. How will they
I
do it?
think the exclusiveness is just going to be a limited time exclusive. I think that's more than enough, man. If somebody want to play a game, they'll get it day one, and after 5 months or 6 months, people whoever want to play that game would have got it or completed it definitely by then. So I think the timed exclusive makes more sense if you just want to make more money, make it timed exclusive and then release it on your competitor platform or PC or anything like that. So Xbox's easiest way to make more money is just timed exclusivity. I think that's what they'll do going forward.
Yeah. Anyways, this she says that all games will still be coming to Game Pass. And then when she was asked about AI, players and developers will still be in the center, and they will introduce some stuff over the next year. And those are the important points that she said. Before I continue in the comments, it's like Riddler says that Don Matrick was a better CEO than Phil. Hungry Wolf is saying that Don Matrick is better than Phil, but Riddler is better than Don Matrick. But Parth is 10, 15 times better than Riddler itself.
Regular.
And Harley Aximus has a little point he wants to make. I think Hellblade 2 will be a big success. And then Microsoft will shut down Ninja Theory.
Oh my God. Don't.
Don't
Uh,
jinx it. Don't jinx it. Please
don't
don't.
think it. But
Ninja
I,
Theory is a nice studio.
yeah, Ninja Theory is an amazing studio. The Neo collection, right?
Dude, that is Team Ninja. Stop mixing up
Team
studios.
Ninja. Oh my God, Ninja Theory and then Team Ninja. Ah, NTTN, right? And then Ninja. Okay, it's confusing here and there, but sorry.
Very
Here we
disappointed,
go.
Yesvanth. Very disappointed.
Yeah, I need to sink back to the gaming industry, not just movie industry.
Exactly. Founder of ICG doesn't even know games. Oh my god.
I know,
Blasphemy.
but come on, man. Ninja Theory, Team Ninja. Yeah, I know where I'm coming from, but still, it's not an excuse. I understand.
Yes. Anyways, Riddler says, yeah, we need Jim Ryan as Xbox Box. No, we don't. Last thing we need is for someone from PlayStation to go over to Xbox.
To go to Xbox, never. That's never gonna happen. I think he's just retired, right? He
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
He didn't agree. He retired
He retired. It's because he says the reason was because he is living in the UK and he doesn't want to travel every time to the US to come to office.
to come to office.
Yes, so
Yeah.
yeah, that's why he's like, nah. Anyways, Aishwarya is like, Yashwan needs some kacha badam almonds.
To remember,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Riddler's like, Yashwant, please play games.
I am. I am. I just started today again with Animal Well, and I'm loving it. I would definitely. It's part of PlayStation Plus catalog. So if you have it, please play the game, and it's very good one.
Hali Aximus is like, I'm a big fan of Ninja Theory's DMC. Did they make DMC? I'm not sure of that. Well, I'm surprised that that Indian gamer is still here. He's like, yeah, make me the owner of ICG. That,
That Indian gamer,
yeah, that'll never happen in a million years. Yashwant
never.
will not. Yashwant is not going to sell out ICG. Don't worry about that. And Riddler's like, play secure. Do you want him to stop gaming completely? He's already not playing as it is, man.
I don't want to be scared, man. Yeah, the Dark Souls made me a fan of Souls-like game, but Sekiro is next level, I suppose.
Sekiro is a real challenge. It's not a Souls game, but it was
Yeah,
GOTY of 2019,
yeah, yeah.
and high praises. Just need to do it. And Hungry Wolf says Ninja Theory studied so much that they started hearing voices. Team Ninja didn't study anything and started fighting with demons and devils. I see what you did there.
That's a very good one. That's a very good one,
I
man.
see what
Good
you
one.
did there. That's a
Yeah,
good way
yeah.
to differentiate between them. And
Yep.
Aisha is like, I played Deliverance Moon and Deliverance Mars this weekend. Lovely game. I did.
Ah, nice.
Who delivered it? Was it Amazon? And that Indian gamer is like, but I played Dark Souls 3 with both of y'all.
Out of y'all.
Yes, you did once.
Yes.
And I wanted to
That's
play
our
again.
Dark Souls 3 mention for the podcast.
Yeah, tomorrow I'm selling off the disc, so no issues.
Wait, who's selling?
I am selling off the disc. Who else is going to sell? I'm
Why
selling
are you
off.
selling the game?
We're never going to play at this point, so why bother? It's just sitting there
No, no, no.
getting this.
Keep it. Keep
I'm
it. You have many other games that are catching dust.
I'm selling it. I'm going to sell it. At least then let's see if we have the motivation to play it. Who knows? But yeah, anyways, that Indian gamer is just showing off right now. He says I have Sekiro plat, and it looks like
Mm,
same. He also has a plat. And Aishwarya says I also have Sekiro plat on YouTube. Great.
on YouTube.
Right. Moving on. IGN spoke with two Xbox employees about the situation. They
Mm,
said that they think it was most likely a board decision rather than Phil's decision. But Phil needs to fix it before Xbox loses its soul. And they say it's no longer Xbox, but Microsoft Gaming. Good way to put it.
yeah, I think it makes sense. Obviously, when Microsoft acquires something, they need to put their brand on it. They don't want to have its own freedom. Everything becomes Microsoft, everything becomes Windows, everything becomes so boring. And Xbox is anything other than boring. So I think Phil really needs to step up here and bring the energy back to the community.
Yeah, before I give my opinions and takes about this entire situation, just want to put in a little fun stuff, sprinkle a little fun stuff to lighten the mood.
Mhm.
So this was not intentional. It was just very coincidental timing, perfect timing. But this news came out, and someone nuked Phil Spencer's camp in Fallout 76. Yeah,
Yeah,
imagine you have like you get into all of this trouble, and people are all bashing you, and you have a stressful day. You come back to boot up and play half Fallout 76 just to find out it's been nuked by some random person. And apparently, many journalists have actually found out the username and such. I'm not going to reveal it, but they went and asked him why did he do it, and he was like, "I had absolutely no intention of doing it,
exactly.
and I did not do it because I was angry about this entire Xbox issue and whatnot. It was a coincidence. It was part of my plan a long time ago to do it for fun. The timing was not at all expected. So
Not
yeah,
at all expected. But I think, but everybody loved it.
I mean, yeah, lots of people are laughing about it, and there are
Yeah,
two
what a
groups.
timing.
There are two groups. One was like, well, actually three groups. One was like, why are you treating Phil this way? He's not responsible. And one group who was laughing quite heartily about it. Yeah, deserved. And
Yeah,
one group was like, he deserves it. Nuke him more. Nuke him some more.
you can more.
Um,
Yeah, it's just part of the game.
exactly. And yeah, Angry says for Sekiro you only need two things: firecrackers and Mickey counter. And Hali Aximus says Sekiro is easy. You only die twice. That's a pun on the name. I like that pun. Uh,
Yeah,
and Aishwarya says that twice repeats like Returnal. Hell's Biluda's game. Yes. Bilu has close to what, 600 to 800 hours in that game. My god.
yeah, yeah,
Riddler is like, yeah, Xbox as a brand is long gone now. They peaked with 360. Even Xbox One generation is better than Series X. What a shame.
yeah.
Yes, and Hungry Wolf is like, and Phil Spencer has now finished a quest required to get the ability to launch nukes. A bit too late for that, bro. But yeah, I'm a bit disappointed in Xbox to be honest because I bought a Series X, and Hungry Wolf likes to remind me from time to time about it. But yeah, I was always intrigued about Xbox. Didn't really sync well with it, but then 2008 big announcement: Elder Scrolls 6 will be exclusive to Xbox. I'm like, yep. As a guy who played Skyrim for well over 300 hours across three different platforms, I was like, yep, That's definitely for me. So when the Series X came out, I saw a golden opportunity and waited a year, and I bought it just for them to say, "We will start development in 2026." And I'm like, okay,
Six.
it's not coming for this generation. But
Never.
yeah, but at least I'm subscribed to Game Pass. I found it was nice. I played lots of indies. I actually got 100 percentage in 14 games till now, which I never expected I would be doing. But here I am.
Nice.
I never platinumed a single game on PlayStation. Never had the urge to do it, but for some reason I had the urge to do it on Xbox, which is good. But yeah, at this point, I feel like my Xbox is basically just a machine to play indie games. And now, after getting a job, I can barely play games anymore. So I'm basically just using it for YouTube or Spotify or for watching anime. So I don't know. My Xbox itself is no longer a console, just a media center. So
Yeah.
it's just bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, finally, before I veer off the topic, when everyone was in the heated discussion about this, Xbox
Yeah.
Wire did not get the memo. They were too busy with their own news to push out. So they wrote a post saying, "Feel the burn today with the Fire Vapor Special Edition controller." And people are like, seriously?
Seriously, the timing, man, you cannot be. At least, I mean, okay, I understand that their communication, I think the layoffs were kept pretty secret. I understand that. But you just now got the news and you still pushed the feel the burner.
I think they already got a draft ready. They pushed it out and then they got the news. I'm like, okay, shit.
Oh, okay. I thought they pushed it after the news. Okay.
No, they're not stupid enough to do that. It's because
At least, okay, that makes sense.
they write articles for Xbox, but there is a little bit of communication gap between. There's a time difference, between getting the main news from the source and then
Right, right.
publishing it out. But usually, when they have big announcement, they already know what's coming, so they get the articles ready in advance, draft it. After showcase is over, they push it out. This time, they got the news about the controller first. They already drafted it, and when they hit enter, this news dropped on their table. They're like, "Oh my god!" So yeah, feel the burn. They felt the burn.
Yeah.
The Xbox community felt the burn. Xbox itself felt the burn, and they saw their mistake, and immediately 10 to 20 minutes later, they changed the title to Introducing the Fire Vapor
Introducing
Special.
Fire Vapor Special Edition. Yeah.
Yes. So, from all this, all I want to say is that in the start, personally, I feel like when Microsoft started slowly acquiring studios, I'm not Microsoft, Xbox, when they was acquiring studios, Microsoft didn't bother too much. They were like, okay,
Yeah.
Game Pass is relatively new, it's still getting new users, the money is coming in, the subscribers are coming, we have a good model, it's helping out. And then in 2018, I think maybe a year after Game Pass launched, they bought Bethesda for some billion, I guess. Microsoft was still like, oh, okay, that's still pocket change, we can manage, no issues.
Yeah.
And they kept going, they didn't bother much. So Xbox bought that, then they bought small studios and they released a few games, and then COVID hit and they met a slowdown with hardware sales and games and stuff. And they had the studios, they had IPs, they couldn't do stuff much. In fact, even now they only have a few games coming up this year, and still only have announcement for the next years. And I think they did not expect the success of Hi-Fi Rush to be such a big runaway success. It just happened, and they were glad about it. But then, when the entire community heard about the Activision Blizzard King acquisition, at first there was already two camps split into. One is like consolidation will be the end of the industry, and one part is like, um,
Good for Xbox.
yeah, Xbox is finally getting stuff. Xbox is
Exactly.
getting games, and I mean, what sort of a stupid statement is that? It always had games. There's Game Pass, goddamn it.
Yes.
And then they were like happy, oh my god, now Call of Duty, everything will come to Xbox, it'll be exclusive. And people at the other side are like, oh no, if they make it exclusive, what will we do? And it was heated argument, and for almost an entire year, they dragged this entire thing in court, making sure they win it. I think people are too focused on that case and what it will bring to Xbox without thinking about what the repercussions would be.
Yeah.
So, $69 billion, though a nice number, is not a small amount. So
Yeah.
when Microsoft was okay, you know what? Maybe they have something. This is something that they must really do. So they helped them out. They finally got through with it, and now uh, hardware sales are not that good. Game Pass numbers have stagnated pretty much on console. Those who have it. No, not many new users coming in. Only the old
Exactly.
users. They are also losing some users. In PC, Game Pass only new numbers are increasing, and of course, you're not going to make up $69 billion through Game Pass subscriptions alone.
Game Pass.
And on the meantime, they have to spend money for development of new IPs and games and all that stuff. And Microsoft is like, right now we need that 70 billion. I don't know what you're going to do. So Xbox had no choice. They had to shut down studios, lay off people, cut out every single part in order to make up for that loss or break even. And this is just a result of it. This is why consolidation is not good.
Yeah.
Unless you can sustain yourself, why bother spending this much money on buying something?
Yeah, I think rather than acquiring, focus on strategic investments such as making a deal that the game is timed exclusive.
Maybe,
And
yeah.
that will get you the people who are interested in the game or franchise or whatever it is. Timed exclusive will still get you the same, almost the same interest on your platform. So I think that would have been a better business decision rather than just acquiring. Um, Game by game, you could have done that decision, but now you just yes, Activision Blizzard game is big. They have obviously the Call of Duty is such a huge game. Even if they release one game every year, people will still buy it because it's Call of Duty. But still, 69 billion. No, that's that's big.
Yeah. So yeah, I decided this will be good for the future, but it's hitting them harder than they thought.
Yeah,
And yeah, looks like everyone puts the blame on Phil Spencer. He's getting the heat.
poor guy. Yeah,
I mean, we can't say poor guy. He made some decisions here and there. He could have, you know, probably did some stuff better. But yeah, I mean, in this case, it's kind of upsetting because, of course, since he's seen as the face of Xbox, he's
yeah,
facing the most heat. So yeah, cut some slack for Phil Spencer. Hopefully, he's starting to get old, so he doesn't require the extra stress and tension, I guess. But yeah, I mean, it's just a bad move in the end. I mean, for an entire year, they had everyone's eyes focused on this entire Activision Blizzard King acquisition. Everyone was hyped about it, some were not hyped about it, and finally, when they got it, everyone was like, yes, this, that, and then they're like, we have to sign a 10-year deal with PlayStation not to make exclusives, and then they have to bring it to Game Pass. And as you can see, they brought over 4 games to PlayStation because obviously they need to make money. I think that was foreshadowing, bringing games to PlayStation. They needed the money. I think that was the first foreshadowing. So they bought games to PS, and then they're like, okay, uh, in order to control that outrage that was going on at that time, they didn't have any choice but to release Diablo 4 on Game Pass. And now Call of Duty on Game Pass seems to be like the only thing they can do. But once they
yeah,
do that, who's going to pay for them? I mean,
yeah.
Call of Duty is priced heavily everywhere. I mean, 5,600 for just the base game, and
Exactly.
but still people buy them. Many people buy them, but you put it in Game Pass. Of course, you'll have higher numbers of players, but no one is actually spending that much amount to buy the game. So yeah, uh, we'll see how it goes in the few upcoming months, and hopefully, I just hope that Xbox doesn't become the next Embracer Group. That is just what I want to say. But on that front, I'm surprised to say
Last
that.
topic. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm surprised to say that it's been 5 podcasts since we mentioned Embracer Groups and layoffs.
yeah, yeah.
They were actually saying the truth when they said we are no longer going to lay off studios. We are going to keep
Yeah,
quiet and restructure ourselves. Okay, that's good. So, like Ashan said, last section of the podcast, the one I hate the most, but considering the fact that this entire week with Xbox and everything has been so Disheartening. This doesn't seem that bad actually this time. But yeah, anyways, Davon Davon Entertainment, uh, which is a studio from Prytania, is been shut down. Apparently, that studio wasn't even 1 year old. Damn, that's sad.
Yeah.
Anyways, Lightforge Games, the studio just founded by an ex-Epic and Blizzard veterans, is laying off the majority of its staff and pausing the development of Project Arc. So you got all the old talent in, and you're cutting out major portion of your staff when you're in the middle of development. Can't say anything about that. And finally, CI Games is laying off around 30 people in the final round of job cuts. I mean, what is this, man? Final round of job
Yeah.
cuts.
There are rounds for job cuts. Yeah.
Well, and with that, yeah, that's all the layoffs because Microsoft really stole the show. I must say,
Yeah.
layoffs didn't seem that bad when compared to what Microsoft has been doing, but it
Still
is
bad. Yeah.
it is what it is. But yeah, as I told a couple of my friends, this podcast will be quite a disheartening one, and it is, in fact, quite a disheartening one. Hopefully, in the future, it'll be better. Next week might be better than this week. So that's all we got to hope for. So yeah, with that, I think we will conclude. So thank you all for joining us tonight. So thank you to Riddler, thank you to Hungry Wolf, thank you to Aishwarya, thank you to Ali Aximus, thank you to That Indian Gamer, thank you to Sinseeper,
Ashmat,
thank you to Bilal, and
Parth,
Parth. Suddenly came in and went for
OTAPD,
yes, OTAPD, our new viewer. Thank you, and
Sanjay.
yes, Sanjay as well, the guy who asked. And Hungry Wolf says Lightforge Games has $15 million in funding, which they got 3 years ago. Well, that's
Hmm.
interesting. And still they're laying off majority of the staff. Maybe they want the money for themselves, right? But anyways, thanks a lot, guys. Have a good night. We will see you all next week on Saturday. And as always, like, subscribe, keep watching more of our videos. We still haven't reached 300 watch hours. My God, this is tougher than it seems, man.
That's
Way
a
more tough.
pretty big one. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but once again, this is Abdul and Yesvanth signing off. We'll see you guys next week. Bye bye.
Take care, guys.
Take care and good night to all of you.